Hey guys, on this episode of the Ask Us Daily Show, I discuss the importance of educating clients for SEO and social media. Boom! Hey guys, so basically what I want to talk to you today about is the importance of educating clients in regards to search engine optimization and social media. But I actually want to gear this conversation more in favor of the search engine optimization. So what we find is clients that ring us up and want to discuss search engine optimization tell us that the previous providers are not really educating them, not really keeping them up to date on what's happening. Algorithmic updates, understanding the algorithm, why does Google sort of favor different sites and so forth. I think our approach is to educate clients to the point where they can start running their own SEO agency, but treat them in such a way where they're not going to want to leave anyway. Because if we don't educate our clients and keep them in the dark, then when things do at times take a bit of a turn for the worse, then they act very sort of reactionary and scared and whatnot. But we have found the more education we provide, better our relationships with our clients. And open-handedness is so important. In fact, a large part of our service is really geared towards the education process. Clients that are sort of not ranking very well, or if we get them from other campaigns, ensuring that they actually do the work that we ask them to do really comes off the back of how well we've actually explained the overall strategy. So the way we break it down is we have an overall strategy discussion where we discuss exactly what's happening every quarter, a strategy session every quarter, but every month, make sure the phone calls and the emails and the correspondence always keeps the goal in mind. Everything that we do, there's a reason. So for example, if we want to fix up 4 or 4 errors, we don't just tell the client, listen, this month, a part of this month's work, we're going to fix up 2,000 or 3,000 4 or 4 errors. We're actually going to find out where the problem is and why this is important. For example, broken links. You're losing out on domain authority. So if a link goes to a website and it doesn't, and the page breaks, that authority is no longer transferred to that website. So we want to improve and we want to fix up the 404 errors as much as we can. But we also, from a technical SEO standpoint, we want to make sure that nothing in a website is causing them on an ongoing basis. So we deal with the cause rather than just the symptoms of the problem. And clients that really understand the education process build up more trust in us and more authority in what we tell them. So, they're more likely to do your future recommendations. I remember when I was working at an agency that a lot of people were worried about educating clients, thinking that they're going to take their information and run. Well, that's where I think it's like Richard Branson said, you basically want to train your employees so much that they want to leave, but you treat them so good that they won't. I think it's that sort of mindset. But even if our clients do leave, which we've spoken about in our business model, that we depend upon longevity. But even if they do decide to leave, they take with them a huge amount of education that will definitely help them. Clients that want to sign with us but somehow can't due to the budget restrictions, that ask us regular questions, we answer them via email. We keep them posted. We put them in a Amiga Digital Business Network group so they can ask us questions and keep in our community, because we still want to be helpful where we can, and we still want to educate even our potential clients so they can increase and improve their business. So it's really not a matter of educating them or worry they're going to leave and this sort of thing. I think education for clients in particular SEO is paramount. For social media, understanding why you're producing the content, the difference between branding and attention as opposed to building content on search and blogging and how-to and helpful content. What's the difference between more PR related content? What are you trying to get out of that PR content on Facebook? As opposed to providing helpful content for search engine optimization purposes. But it all comes back to improving the user experience and building a community and a relationship with that business and providing and explaining to clients why that content is so important. Just yesterday, we were having a 2-hour discussion with my longest serving client, and I'm still educating. Like it's sort of like everything we learn, we pass on to them. And why do you want to do certain strategies, Andrew? And still after 7 years, asking questions, and I think that's absolutely vital, and I think it's absolutely fantastic that clients do ask us. But even after all this time, 7 years, and my clients still understand, a part of this process is education. We need to know what you're doing and why. And so we adopt into what you're doing, and we believe in what you're doing, and we buy into what you're doing. So yeah, guys, I think that education and that open-candidness and transparency, which I've spoken about transparency, but in particular, I think it's very important for building trust and credibility in your work and building trust and credibility from the client's perspective to trust your work. So hopefully, guys, you found that somewhat useful. And if you've got any comments, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.